Another night, another World Cup memory. Welcome back to the Armchair Galacticos podcast. Tonight's episode, Brazil versus Japan. Match 074, round of 32. See, Brazil 2, Japan 1, and trust me, the score is the least interesting part of this one. Let's set the scene. June 29th, NRG Stadium, Houston, Texas. Brazil walk in with a knockout win streak stretching back to 1994. Every single World Cup since then, at least one knockout win. They walk in with Vinicius Jr. playing the best football of his career, and they walk in with Neymar fully fit, fully available, sitting on the bench, ready to be unleashed. This was supposed to be a formality, a coronation, maybe even a little boring. Japan did not get that memo. Moriyasu's side had never won a World Cup knockout match in their history. 0 wins, 4 losses going into this one. And for about an hour, they played like a team that decided to rewrite the script. 29 minutes in, a midfielder named Kaishu Sano, write that name down, you're going to hear it again someday, picks off a loose pass from Danilo near midfield. He doesn't hesitate. He drives forward, gets to the edge of the box, and beats Allison with a low, calm finish. NRG Stadium, sold out, primed to watch Brazil cruise, is stunned. Brazil are losing to Japan in the round of 32, and it is not a fluke. Japan defend that lead with real discipline for the rest of the half. 0-1 at the break, and it is deserved. Now, halftime. Carlo Ancelotti does the thing Don Carlo does. He remains calm, changes things up. 19-year-old Endrick comes on for Paqueta. The message to his team, simple: stay patient. Chances will come. Don't force it. And for once, the patient but relentless version of Brazil shows up. 56 minutes in, Casemiro, who was guilty of not tracking back for the Japan goal, rises above everyone to meet a Gabriel cross and heads it home. 1-1. Pandemonium. 2 minutes later, Vinicius nearly wins it outright with what would have been the goal of the tournament, but for that pest of a goalkeeper, Suzuki. So close. But Japan hold their nerve and keep believing. On the sideline is Neymar, stretching and threatening to come on, but really staying on the bench. Wasn't this supposed to be his stage? Well, no. Whatever hero shows up for Brazil tonight, it is not going to be him. So deep into stoppage time, and I mean deep, we're talking the 96th minute here, a kid named Ryan wins the ball back just outside the Japan box. He slides it across to Bruno Guimaraes. Guimaraes finds Gabriel Martinelli, who's been on since the 66th minute in a little pocket of space. The finish takes a touch off the goalkeeper's hand and the inside of the post before it crosses the line. Brazil 2, Japan 1, final whistle. The knockout streak survives for an 8th consecutive World Cup, but only by the skin of its teeth and only because of an impact substitute, not the superstar everyone came to watch. Japan go home 0-5 all-time in World Cup knockout football. And honestly, out of all 5 of those losses, this one might hurt the most. Not because they got blown out, but because they didn't. They outplayed the eventual favorites for long stretches in the first half, and they lost to a touch that bounced off a goalpost and a goalkeeper's own glove. Moriyasu actually broke down in the post-match press conference, told his players and the country he was, quote, truly sorry, and that the gap between Japan and the world's elite is closing. Having watched that match, it is genuinely hard to disagree with him. Okay, full transparency, because this is the whole bit of the show. Here on the couch before this match, we predicted Brazil 2, Japan 1. Exact final score. Nailed it cold. We also said the goals would come from Vinicius Jr., from Ritsu Don, and from a heroic late cameo off the bench by, you guessed it, Neymar. We got 0 of those 3 names right. The real scorers were Sano, Casemiro, and a 96th minute Martinelli, and the guy we said would be the hero spent the entire 90-plus minutes sitting on a bench in Houston. Right number on the scoreboard. Completely, totally different movie playing out underneath it. That is somehow both our best and our worst prediction of the entire round of 32 at the same time. So where does this leave us? Brazil move on to the round of 16, where they'll face the winner of Norway and Ivory Coast on Sunday, July 5th at MetLife Stadium in New Jersey. Japan are out, but if Moriyasu is right about that gap closing, this will not be the last time we hear from this group of players on the biggest stage in the sport. That's match 074 in the books. And the night was not done delivering chaos yet. That's the Armchair Galacticos read on Brazil versus Japan. The couch is signing off. Right about some of it, wrong about most of it, same as always.